how can we leverage the mineral wealth that Latin America has to leverage it and be more thinking forward about development?
It's what we call back-to-back industrialization. In other words, we have this mineral wealth, which is mostly on the ground. So by essentially harnessing these minerals and industrializing them at first degree or second degree in the region, on top of where mines, industrial mines could be open, we could potentially open or unleash a wave of prosperity the region has not yet seen in a few decades. We're living a historical moment for the region, and it's up to the region whether it's going to basically tackle the opportunity or it's going to let it pass.
What do you think the role of the private sector plays in turning and creating better jobs in this industry and also economic growth?
Well, private sector plays a key role because private sector takes risk, and it takes early risk. It takes binary risk. What's the binary risk? Is the risk of existing or not, meaning private sector takes geological risk, it takes early development risk, it takes even construction risk and early production risk like we did at Sigma Lithium. So that's such a sizable amount of binary risk that's better left for specialists because it takes a lot of capital, it takes a lot of risk capital, venture capital, which in every successful industry has historically been deployed by private sector. Good examples are the technology industry in Brazil, the technology industry in the US, the technology industry all over the world has had the incubation and the early stage and mid stage and what we call beta category and sometimes alpha category products tackled by venture capital. The same happens in metals and mining. So this is what private sector does, and it does well because that's what the specialists are.
How do you go from simply exporting minerals to also building competitive value chains, being a key player? Tell us more about how you think the private sector, what it needs at this moment. Is it more partnerships, more infrastructure, investment?
In order to develop these industries feasibly, the private sector early investors simply have industrialized in country, which is the core of what future-facing materials can do for the region, because we can actually de-risk the region into industrialization. Now, where does the public partnerships come about? Where do development banks such as IDB have a key role? Scale. Because once you get it right with one industrial line, you can have 2, 3 low-cost, very competitive, non-subsidized industrial lines. You see, our region is unique because it's a low-cost environment. Typically, the producers in the region do not need a floor because we're low-cost, period, because we compete. We are competitive. And that's the beauty of the investment in the region.